How to download AMI audio podcasts using Stitcher.
Hi, I'm Mike Feir, and I'm here doing demonstrations of the various podcast apps to help people who are interested in making use of them to subscribe to AMI audio shows, like The Pulse, which is what we're going to subscribe to in this demo of Stitcher, which is a very popular podcast app. It tries to be kind of a Netflix of podcasts. It's popular in the US, and to subscribe to the pro part of it, it looks like you actually have to be in the US to fill out the form to do that. Luckily, to actually make use of the program, you can skip past it. Just look for the menu button that appears when you open the app. It's the top left of the screen. All right.
Stitcher in progress. Menu button.
So in Stitcher, when you open the app, the first thing that you come to is the menu, and that's how you navigate all over this app. To get to the settings and everything else, you first have to double tap on the menu button.
Menu
so we'll do that.
Menu.
So
search.
In the search field, hopefully that's what we'll do here is now you touch, if you want, you can type in whatever the name of the show is, like The Pulse, or you can dictate, and that might be easier for beginners. To do that, you touch at the bottom of the screen, and it's, that was
delete.
an E. We don't want the E. We want the space bar.
Space.
And once you find the space bar on the bottom middle, you flick left.
Dictate. Double tap to start dictation. Two-finger double tap when finished.
Dictate. Double tap to start dictation. Tap with two fingers twice to finish. So you're double tapping with one finger to start, two fingers to stop. So double tap. The Pulse.
Inserted The Pulse.
And it said inserted The Pulse, so we know it sounds correct. You can, of course, go back and forth and check. To complete the search, there's a button on the bottom right called Search.
Search.
And you find it and double tap on that, and it
Empty
will
list.
execute the search.
Matching shows. Heading. Label. Heading.
And matching shows, top left. I touched near the top left. It says matching shows. I'm flicking right.
Switch button. Off. Label. Heading. Edit. Button. Button. Heading. The Pulse. Listen to full episodes of WHYY's Health, Science and Innovation Program. The Pulse. Button. Fave. Button. The Pulse on AMI Audio. The Pulse on AMI Audio.
And notice that it was the second result, the Pulse on AMI Audio. So that's why it's important to do what I'm about to do. You double tap.
The Pulse on AMI Audio. The Pulse on AMI Audio.
The entry. Oh, okay. And that
button.
In this particular app, there's no going into the entry. So flick to the right until you get to
Fave button.
Fave, and that will add it. If you double tap on that, it will add it to your favorites list. And this app also doesn't really give good indication of that it's added. So it's a little finicky in that sense. So if presuming we've added it, we're going to go
Matching
to
shows.
the menu.
Heading. Episodes. Shows. Selected. Cancel. Button. The Pulse. Check. Cancel. Button.
Cancel
Menu. Button.
out of the search and go into the menu.
Kelly and Company. Kelly and Company. Button. Live from Studio 5. Button. The Walrus with Lloyd Roberts. Button. Blind Bargains Audio. The Pulse on AMI Audio.
And there's the Pulse on AMI Audio. Now I was flicking backwards through the list. You can go start at the top left and flick forwards.
Button.
So
Favorites.
start at the top left,
Sort.
left, and flick
Settings.
forwards.
Button.
And
The Pulse on AMI Audio.
the first thing here is the Pulse. It was what we just subscribed to. So I will double tap on that.
The Pulse on AMI back. Button.
And that gets you into the Pulse's entry. Now we're in the show itself. Think of it like opening up a specific box of the Pulse. So now everything in that box is the Pulse. And we can flick to the right.
Info. Button. Add to playlist. Yesterday. Privacy in the Digital Age. 42 minutes.
Privacy in the Digital Age. So it's 42 minutes. We can double tap on that. And it should
Close. Button.
start playing, I believe.
Close. Button. Save episode. Play.
Oh,
Episode.
okay.
Episode vertical line, yesterday,
Pops
vertical line,
open,
empty line.
and there's
Save
a
episode.
bit of a menu
Play. All
here.
episodes.
We can save the episode.
Episode. Save it. Button. Button. Listen now. Button.
Listen now.
Privacy in the Digital Age.
So you flick right until you find Listen Now. You double tap,
Listen now.
and
This
0
is an AMI
42,
Start.
44,
podcast.
0, 2,
and
42, 42.
I'm
0,
Dave Brown,
3,
and this
Dave.
is
42,
The Pulse.
41.
Dave Brown.
Online communication has radically changed the way in which we interact.
When was the last time?
So this is now in its play window.
Mini player close
And
button.
there's a mini player. If you can find the close button if you want out of that, but otherwise you're in a place where you can control what's being played and what's happening.
0,
And
14. Mini
the
player close
position,
button.
and you can flick left and right to reach all the controls. To pause and unpause, you can double tap with 2 fingers, tap, tap, and that will start it playing
You sent a text,
or
a tweet.
stop it playing. And that will hold true even if you're outside the app doing other things. And that is a quicker way of at least pausing and unpausing. If you want to do anything more than that, you have to go into the mini player like we are now, and you can flick left and right to get at all the controls in this mini player. So that is the basics of this app. Stitcher has a lot of settings and such, and to get into that, you go to Menu. Remember that famous Menu button? You double tap on that, you flick right through until you get to Settings, and double tap on that, and then you'll be in Settings, and you can tell it whether you want to stream, whether you want to download and save, things like that, and what the normal behavior should be. This app can be a little clunky, but it does work reasonably well and can get a lot of good podcast on it. So hope people enjoy, and that is Stitcher.
Subscribe to AMI audio podcasts using Stitcher or any other major podcasting platform.